And we're live here in Falcon Park in Auburn, New York on a beautiful 4th of July night. Happy 4th of July to all of those who are going to listen to this. The Auburn Doubledays are taking on the Finger Lakes Lakers tonight in a 7-inning exhibition match. Finger Lakes are a non-league team, and they are not a part of the PGCBL. They are a Rochester league. And they come into the game with a record of 11 wins and 3 losses. And the Doubledays come into this game with a record of 14 wins and 8 losses. They are 5-4-1 in their last 10. Without further ado, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. Batting first for the Finger Lakes Lakers, wearing number 9, playing left field, Nate Hall. Batting second, wearing number 18, playing shortstop, Alan Michael LaFrosse. Batting third, playing first base, wearing number 34, Devin Robson. Batting cleanup, playing right field and wearing number 41, Brennan Smith. Batting fifth, DHing, wearing number 24, Ryan Johnson. He's also the coach of the Finger Lakes Lakers. Batting sixth, playing second base and wearing number 5, Duran Kowalski. Batting seventh, playing third base, wearing number 29, Jacob Thomas. Batting eighth, catching, wearing number 25, Shane Prey. Batting ninth, EHing, number 13, Nick Camacho. And batting 10th, wearing number 20, playing center field, Martin Bookmiller. Pitching tonight for the Lakers is wearing number 11, Dylan Morehouse. And now let's meet your starting lineup for the Auburn Doubledays. Batting first, wearing number 5, EHing, Ethan Fulton. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 7, Fernando Espinal. Batting third, wearing number 10, playing right field, Gabe Sanders. Batting cleanup, playing first base, number 32, Zach Bale. Batting fifth, DHing, number 12, Logan Scully. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 19, Ryan Grundy. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 1, Alex Sandell. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 2, Anthony Piazza. Batting ninth, wearing number 9, and playing center field, Skylar Mays. And batting last for your Auburn Doubledays starting lineup, wearing number 3, catching, Alfred Hody. Pitching tonight for the Auburn Doubledays is going to be number 43, Jack Walters. So that's going to be it for tonight's starting lineups between the Finger Lakes Lakers and the Auburn Doubledays. The Auburn Doubledays are debuting their July 4th red home uniforms, and the Finger Lake Lakers are in their away white uniforms with blue caps on. So as we are waiting for the anthem to be sung and the ceremonial first pitches to be thrown, we are going to take a break. I'm Evan Carocchio, and we'll be right back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. The anthem has been played. The ceremonial first pitch has been thrown by Avery Dozy's dad, Trevor Dozy. So Doubledays baseball is just about underway here. Time is 7:03. We've got an exhibition game on our hands. 7-inning game between the Doubledays and the Finger Lakes Lakers. There's the throwdown to second, and making his way to the plate is going to be the leadoff batter for the Finger Lakes Lakers, Nate Hall, the left fielder, wearing number 9. On the bump for the Auburn Doubledays tonight is number 43, Jack Walters. This is going to be his first start of the season here in the exhibition game. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be fouled. Third base side, out of play. So the Doubledays come into this game with a record of 14-8. They did lose yesterday 7-1 to Niagara Falls. They did win the last home game that they played, though, and that was against Elmira, 5-0. Throwing a complete game shutout was Lucas West. He looked absolutely electric in his start. The pitch on the way, and that one is low for ball 1. We have a 1-2 count with no outs here in the top of the first. The 1-2, and that one is called strike, and down looking goes Nate Hall. We have one out here in the top of the first inning as Walters retires Hall. So with one out here in the top of the first, that's going to bring up Alan Michael LaFrosse. He plays shortstop for the Lakers. The pitch on the way, and that one is called strike right down the middle. We've got a 0-1 count with one out. The pitch on the way, and that one is outside. Great stop by the catcher, Alfred Hody. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch on the way, and that one is low for ball 2. We've got a 2-1 count, half of a full count to the righty, Michael LaFrosse. The 2-1 pitch, and that one is called strike outside corner of the plate. 2-2 count with 1 out. Walters already has 1 strikeout on the night. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be popped up to left field. Running over that is Ryan Grundy, and he retires Michael LaFrosse. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning, and that's going to bring up the third batter in the Lakers lineup, Devin Robson, the first baseman. Robson's working with 2 outs and no runners on. The pitch on the way, and that one is low for ball 1. Robson comes from Macedon, New York. He's listed as a catcher, first baseman, outfielder, or DH, and that pitch catches Robson swinging. We've got a 1-1 count with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Walters is going to step off the pitcher's mound. He's going to take a minute to wipe off his face and get some new signs from Alfred Hody. The 1-1, and that one's outside. Count is 2-1 with 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch, and that one is called strike. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Walters looking for another strikeout here, ahead 2-2. Comes set, the pitch on the way, and there is a fouled ball behind the catcher, Alfred Hody. Count is still 2-2. Home plate umpire gives Walters a new ball. Going to give some time for Hody to make sure that he's all right. Still got a 2-2 count on our hands. The pitch on the way, and there's your strikeout, Jack Walters. He's got 2 on the night. What an impressive first inning from Jack Walters to retire 2 batters and allow a pop-up to left field that was retired by Ryan Grundy. So that's going to be it for the top of the first inning. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the first inning and the Doubledays at-bats. We'll be right back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. We are back here for the bottom of the first inning. On the bump for the Lakers is Dylan Morehouse, who comes from Williamsville, New York. The pitch on the way, and that one is called strike to the leadoff batter, Ethan Fulton, the EH. He's looking for first hit of the season here. He has also a 0.00 ERA on the season. He pitches as well. We've got a 1-1 count with no outs to the lefty Fulton. The pitch, and that one's going to be fouled, third base side, out of play. One and two count. On deck is Fernando Espinal, playing shortstop tonight. Morehouse comes set, the pitch on the way, and that was going to be popped up third base side again. Back-to-back foul balls, third base side from Fulton. Morehouse is kind of throwing like a submarine motion, but not really submarine, sidearm. The 1-2, and that one's outside for ball 2. As Morehouse is going to get some new grip from the rosin bag and take his time in between the next pitch. The 2-2, and that one's outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Base hit ball 4 scenario for Fulton here. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be hit sharply but foul first base side. Morehouse is getting some new signs from his catcher Shane Prey. The pitch, and that one is outside for ball 4. As Ethan Fulton is going to take his bag, that's going to bring up Fernando Espinal, who bats .400 for the season. He's looking to move around Fulton off of first. We've got no outs, nothing ball game here in the bottom of the first. A walk was given up by Dylan Morehouse. And Fulton is off of first base. The pitch on the way, and that one is a ball. 1-0 count. Fulton off of first. And there he goes to second, and that was going to be hit to the shortstop, Michael LaFrosse. The throw to first is in time to retire Fernando Espinal. We've got one out here in the bottom of the first inning. The steal by Ethan Fulton allowed him to get out of double play scenario. Great wheels there by Ethan Fulton to avoid a 1-2 put out for 2 outs. Instead, we have 1 out as Fernando was out at first. And that's going to bring up Gabe Sanders, the right fielder. Off of second is Fulton. The pitch from Morehouse. And that one is a ball. We've got a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the first. Sanders looking to move him around. The pitch on the way. And that one is called strike by the home plate umpire. 1-1 count. Fulton off of second. The pitch on the way, and that one is a ball. 2-1 count. Half of a full count to the righty Sanders. The pitch, and that one is inside for ball 3. Three and 1 count. Sanders ahead in the count. Fulton off of second. The pitch, and that one is called strike. We got a full count scenario to the righty Sanders. He bats .300 on the season. The 3-2 pitch, and that one's going to be chopped third base side, but foul. On deck after Sanders is Zach Bale, the first baseman. He's in the on-deck batter circle, warming up. Still a 3-2 count. Off of second is Ethan Fulton. Sanders looking for a base hit. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit shortly to the third baseman, Jacob Thomas. The throw to first is way wild, as that's going to be an E5, and Ethan Fulton is going to come in and score. We've got a 1-0 ball game. That pitch was well high of first base. Or that throw was well high of first base. So with 1 out, we've got a 1-0 ball game. Doubledays are up. Fulton came in to score, and on second is Gabe Sanders. And that's going to bring up Zach Bale, the first baseman, with a runner in scoring position. The pitch on the way. And that one is low for ball 1. One 0 count with 1 out to Zach Bale, who bats .288 on the season. The pitch on the way, and that one is swung on and missed. That pitch clocked in at 85. Fastball sitting at mid-80s from the righty Morehouse. The 1-1 pitch, and that one is taken for a ball. 2-1 count. Morehouse steps off of the pitcher's mound, takes some time in between pitches. He's definitely going to give Sanders a few looks here, who's a few strides off of the second base. The pitch on the way, and that one is swung on and whiffed. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bale looking for a base hit here. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be drilled into left field. Running back is Nate Hall, and that pitch is hit off of the wall, and rounding third is going to be Gabe Sanders, a stand-up double for Zach Bale, and there's his double celebration. What was that, Zach Bale? That was hilarious. We've got a 2-0 ball game. Doubledays are winning on a stand-up double by Zach Bale that smashed off of the left field wall. Two to nothing ball game here in the bottom of the first inning with 1 out. That's going to bring up Logan Scully, the DH. The pitch on the way, and that one is fouled back our way. Count is 0-1. Oh and 1 count with 1 out. Zach Bale off of second. No one is keeping him close. The pitch from Morehouse, and that's popped up our way. 0-2 count with 1 out. Scully looking to move around Bale, who's on second base. Morehouse giving him a look. The pitch, and that one swung on and missed. And there's the second out here in the bottom of the first inning. And first strikeout of the night for Dylan Morehouse. So with 2 outs, that's going to bring up Ryan Grundy, a left fielder, a lefty, for the Doubledays. Bale off of second. The Frost keeping him close. That pitch is taken for a strike. 0-1 count. Morehouse comes set from the stretch, the 0-1 pitch. And that one's ripped into right field, and that's going to be foul. That one was very close to dropping to the left of the first base and right field foul line. Unfortunately, that was not a base hit for Grundy, so that's going to be an 0-2 count as Grundy's going to step back in the box. Bale still on second. Grundy's down 0-2. He's looking for a base hit here off of Morehouse. Let's see what Grundy can do. Down 0-2. The pitch on the way, and that one is outside for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be drilled into right field. Running back is Brennan Smith. He's underneath it, and he retires Ryan Grundy. That's going to be a 3rd out here in the bottom of the first inning, but not after a double by Zach Bale that scored Gabe Sanders, and a wild throw from the third baseman Jacob Thomas that scored Ethan Fulton. We've got a 2-0 ball game as we make our way to the top of the second inning. We'll be back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. We are back here in the top of the second inning, 2-0 ball game. Doubledays winning, and leading off for the Finger Lakes Lakers is Brennan Smith, the cleanup batter, right fielder, as that pitch is taken for a strike from Jack Walters. He's got 2 strikeouts on the night. The pitch on the way, and that one is called strike by the home plate umpire. 0-2 count. Walters heading the count. 0-2 the pitch, and that one is high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. The pitch on the way, and that one is swung on and whiffed. A strikeout for Jack Walters, his 3rd on the night. We've got 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And with 1 out, that's going to bring up Ryan Johnson, the DH. Also one of the coaches for the Lakers. The pitch on the way from Walters, and that one is taken for a ball. The pitch on the way, and that one is fouled. And let's hope that Alfred Hody is all right, as that one hit off of his arm and went foul down first base side as Ryan Johnson checks on Hody, and it appears that Hody is all right. He's just working on his arm a little bit. Home plate umpire giving Hody some time to walk it off. And it appears that he is all right. So Johnson is going to step back in the batter's box. 1-1 count with 1 out. The pitch on the way, and that's a breaking ball that was swung on and whiffed. 1-2 count with 1 out. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one's going to be hit shortly third base side, but foul. Johnson stays alive. One and two count with 1 out. Walters ahead in the count. He's looking for a strikeout here. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one's going to be hit to the second baseman, Anthony Piazza, who flips to first for the 2nd out here in the top of the 2nd inning. Great play there by Piazza to retire Johnson. That's going to bring up the 6th batter in the Lakers lineup, Jaron Kowalski, the second baseman. He's a lefty for the Lakers. The pitch on the way from Walters is taken for a strike, 0-1 count. Walters wastes no time in between pitches, the 0-1, and that one's fouled first base side. Kowalski's now down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and that one's going to miss the zone. Count is 1-2. Walters comes set. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one's going to be popped up, but fouled back our way. Still a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Walters comes set. The pitch, and that one is swung on and whiffed. 4th strikeout of the night for Jack Walters as he retires Jaron Kowalski. He's gone 1, 2, 3 in back-to-back innings. He's looked exceptional so far tonight. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the 2nd inning for the Doubledays at-bats. We'll be right back. We're back here in the bottom of the second inning, and leading off for the Doubledays is going to be number 1, Alex Sandell, the third baseman. He bats .167 on the season. He's looking to get things going here in the bottom of the second inning. Dylan Morehouse has 1 strikeout on the night. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a strike. Doubledays up 2-0. They've got 2 hits on the game so far. Lakers have no hits. The pitch on the way, and that one's outside for ball 1 of the at-bat. One ball, 1 strike, no outs. The 1-1 pitch, and that one's outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch on the way, and that one's outside again. The count is 3-1 to the righty Sandell. Sandell looking for a base hit here, or ball 4 with a 3-1 count. The pitch, and that one's ripped into center field for a base hit for Alex Sandell. That just got under the glove of Dylan Morehouse. Great hit there by Alex Sandell to get things going for the Doubledays in the bottom of the second inning. So with 1 runner on and no outs, that's going to bring up Anthony Piazza, the second baseman, who bats .222 on the season. Piazza up to the plate. He's ready to go. The pitch on the way, and that one is ball 1. 1-0 count with no outs. Sandell already off of first base. And the throw back to first is not going to be time, and it's going to get past the glove of Devin Robson. But Sandell is going to stay put on first base. Ball did not get far away enough from Robson's glove. 1-0 count still to Piazza. The pitch on the way, and there goes Sandell the second. The throw is not in time. A stolen bag for Alex Sandell that puts a runner in scoring position. We do have a 1-1 count, though, as Piazza swung on that pitch. Off of second already is Sandell. The pitch, and that one is taken for a strike. 1-2 count to the righty Piazza. Sandell off of second already. He's dancing around trying to grab the attention of Dylan Morehouse. Morehouse gives him a look, comes set, the 1-2 pitch, and that was going to be hit shortly back to Morehouse. The throw to first is in time to retire Piazza. That is going to move around the runners, though, as Sandell is on third base. We do have 1 out now in the bottom of the second inning. And with 1 out, that's going to bring up the 9th batter in the Doubledays lineup, number 9, Skylar Mays. The center fielder bats .152 on this season. He's dealing with a runner on third base and 1 out. Looking to pick up another run here. The pitch, and that one is taken for a ball, 1-0 count. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. The pitch on the way, and that one is called strike by the home plate umpire, 1-1 count. Morehouse is going to give Sandell a look on third. The pitch, and that one is a ball. 2-1 count. Morehouse giving Sandell a look again on third. He comes set, the 2-1, and that is outside for ball 3. 3-1 count with 1 out. see what Mays can do. The pitch, and that one is taken for a strike. Count is now full to Mays. This is another base hit ball four scenario here to the righty. Looking to score Sandell off of third base. Morehouse gives Sandell a look. The 3-2, and that one's going to be hit to the shortstop. The throw to first is not in time. There's a base hit for Skylar Mays and an RBI as that scores Alex Sandell. That one was hit shortly to Michael LaFrosse. He scooped it, threw it to first, but it was not in time to get the speedy Skylar Mays. So with one out, it is a 3-0 ball game. Doubledays are winning. They've got 4 hits. Already off of first is Skylar Mays. Alfred Hottie up to the plate. The pitch, and that one's going to be popped up to right field. Running under that is Brennan Smith, and he makes the grab for the second out here in the bottom of the second inning. Only one pitch needed for Alfred Hottie, and he is retired. Great catch there by Brennan Smith, the right fielder. So the lineup is going to flip over. That's going to bring up Ethan Fulton. He's working with 2 outs. And Skylar Mays on first base. Mays dancing around on first. The pitch, and that one is swung on and whiffed. 0-1 count with 2 outs. Morehouse is going to come set. Not worried about Mays off of first. And there goes Mays to second. The throw is not in time. That one was way too high to the shortstop, Michael LaFrosse. And we've got a stolen bag for Skylar Mays. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. 1-1 count to the lefty, Ethan Fulton. Morehouse gives Mays a look. The pitch, and that's a breaking ball that is taken for a strike. 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be ripped into left field, but that stays foul. Still a 1-2 count. Mays halfway down the second base line before the pitch was thrown. Fulton looking to score Skylar Mays off of second. He's down 1-2. Let's see what he can do here. The pitch, and that one is swung on and missed. That's 2 strikeouts for Dylan Morehouse on the night, but another run does come in here in the bottom of the second inning. A base hit that scored Alex Sandell by Skylar Mays. So we're going to make our way to the top of the third inning. We'll be back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. So Jack Walters' night is done. Pitching now for the Auburn Doubledays. In the top of the third is Connor Usowski. He's wearing number 42. We've got a 3-0 ball game. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a ball. Due up for the Lakers is number 29, the third baseman, Jacob Thomas. 1-0 count. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a strike. 1-1 count. Doubledays have 4 hits so far in the game. Lakers have been no hit through 2. The pitch on the way, and that one is swung on and whiffed. 1-2 count as Wachowski gets ahead in the count. The 1-2, and that one's popped back our way. Count is still 1-2. Walter's night ends with 4 strikeouts. He looked impressive through 2. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, and that's a breaking ball, and Thomas is going to swing on that. It is dropped. The throw to first is in time. There's the first strikeout of the night for Connor Wachowski as he swords Jacob Thomas. So with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning, that's going to bring up the 8th batter in the Lakers lineup, Shane Prey, the catcher. He's a righty. He's dealing with 1 out and no one on. The pitch on the way, and that one's way outside. Great stop there by Hottie. The 1-0. And that one's going to be ripped into left field. Running over that is Ryan Grundy, and he makes the grab to retire Shane Prey. We've got 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning, and that's going to bring up Nick Camacho, the EH. He's working with 2 outs and no one on. The 9th batter in the Lakers is looking for the first hit of the game against the Doubledays pitching staff. Wachowski comes set, the pitch, and that one is taken for a ball. 1-0 count with 2 outs to the righty Camacho. The 1-0, and that one's way outside, but an impressive grab from the catcher, Alfred Howdy. That was a very impressive leap from his knees to stop the ball from going to the backstop. The 2-0, and that one's outside again. Another great stop by Alfred Howdy. .30 count, 2 outs. Wachowski looking to throw the first strike of the at-bat here, and that is going to be taken for a strike. 3-1 count. The 3-1, and that one is taken for a strike. It is now full to Camacho. Wachowski is going to take his time in between this next pitch. The 3-2 pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a ball. So the Lakers have a runner on the base with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up the last batter in the Lakers lineup, Barton Bookmiller. That's the first runner on for the Lakers. They were put out 1-2-3, 1-2-3 in back-to-back innings. Next pitch is taken for a ball. We've got a 1-0 count with 2 outs to the righty Bookmiller. The pitch, and that one is low. Great stop by Alfred Hottie. He's going to throw it to first, and that is not in time to try to get Nick Camacho. The ball was dropped. It was then right in front of the glove of Alfred Hody. He then stopped it. Camacho was way off of first base, and Hody tried to catch him cheating a little bit, but unfortunately could not get him out on the throwdown. Wachowski's going to step off the pitcher's mound, take some time in between this next pitch. He's down 2-0 to Book Miller. Off of first is Camacho. And he's going to throw back to first, but it is not in time. Two 2-0 count still. The 2-0, and that's outside. Another great stop by the catcher. 3-0 count. This is back-to-back at-bats where Wachowski gets down 3-0. He's looking to throw a strike here to Book Miller. The 3-0, and that one is swung on and whiffed. We've got a 3-1 count. Three balls, one strike. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a strike. We've got a 3-2 count with 2 outs. Wachowski's going to take his time in between this next pitch. The 3-2, and that one is low for ball 4. So we've got runners on first and second with 2 outs, and the lineup will flip over for the Lakers. That's going to bring up Nate Hall, the left fielder. Hall struck out in his first at-bat. And Wachowski's going to step off. Macho was too far off of second base. Keeping him close, though, is going to be Piazza. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a ball. We've got a 1-0 count with 2 outs. And Steve LaRose is going to call timeout before the next pitch. He's going to talk to his relief pitcher, Wachowski. Going to give him some time to breathe before this next pitch. Let him clear his mind. He walked back-to-back Lakers hitters. He's down in the count 1-0 to Nate Hall, and Steve LaRose is going to make his way back to the dugout. Looks like he's looking to the bullpen, making sure that a pitcher is warming up right now. But no signal. Wachowski's going to stay out there, working with 2 outs, 2 runners on, 1-0 count to the righty Hall. The pitch on the way, and that one is high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. The pitch on the way, and that one is outside for ball 3. The 3-0, and that one is taken for a strike. We've got a 3-1 count to Nate Hall. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a strike. We've got a 3-2 count. Wachowski's going to come set. The 3-2 pitch, and that one is taken for a strike. And Nate Hall goes down looking as the home plate umpire rings up Nate Hall. There's the second strikeout of the night for Wachowski. 2 walks were given up, but no runs came in. 3-0 ball game. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the third inning. We'll be right back. We're back here in the bottom of the third inning. We've got a 3-0 ball game. Doubledays are up. Fernando Espinal due up at the plate. He is working with a 1-1 count now, as that one was taken for a strike. Doubledays have 4 hits on the game. Lakers have nothing. Next pitch is taken for a ball. 2-1 count from Dylan Morehouse, who's got 2 strikeouts on the night. The 2-1 on the way, and that one's going to be hit third base side, but foul. Two and two count. Fans here on 4th of July want to see a base hit from Espinal. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and that one's fouled back our way again. I think the Doubledays should wear their red uniforms more at home. I really like those uniforms. Got a 2-2 count, and that one is taken for a ball. Count is now full to the righty, Fernando Espinal. The pitch, and that one's popped up first base side, but foul and out of play. That's the third foul ball of the at-bat from Espinal. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, and that one's ripped first base side, but foul. As that one hit a fan, he appears to be all right. He was over at the party deck. He does seem to be fine, though. Three and two count, the pitch, and that one is taken for a ball. Home plate umpire indicates that that one was outside. We've got a runner on first base. So with no one out and 1 runner on, that's going to bring up Gabe Sanders. 3-0 ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. Espinal already off of first. The pitch, and that one is taken for a strike. 0-1 count. Espinal off of first already. A few strides off. Taking some more. And there he goes to second. The throw down to second is not in time. A stolen bag for Fernando Espinal. And He appears to be hurt. Let's hope that he's all right. He's hobbling around. That's not a good sign for the Doubledays. Well, he's back on second base. I guess he's all right. Let's hope that when he comes back to the Doubledays dugout, he's still all right. The trainer was making her way out there, but went back in the dugout because Espinal is all right. So we've got a 1-1 count. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a strike. 1-2 count. One ball, two strikes, no outs. The 1-2, and that is a ball outside to Gabe Sanders. We've got a 2-2 count. Two balls, two strikes. Sanders looking for a hit here. The pitch, and that one is swung on and whiffed. There's the third strikeout of the night for Dylan Morehouse as he retires Gabe Sanders. So with one out, that's going to bring up Zach Bale, who doubled off of the left field wall in his last at-bat and scored a runner. You got Espinal on second. What can he do with a runner in scoring position again, as that pitch was taken for a ball? One 0 count. Espinal off second, inching his way towards third. Morehouse gives him a look. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit back to Morehouse. He throws it to third to try to get Espinal, and Espinal is called safe by the home plate umpire. Espinal beat out the throw. So Zach Bale is going to be safe on a fielder's choice, and Espinal is going to be safe on third base. A great slide there by Espinal to be safe. So with one out and runners on the corners, that's going to bring up Logan Scully, the fifth batter in the Doubledays lineup, the DH. Bale off first. The pitch, and that one is taken for a strike. Oh, 0-1 count with one out. Morehouse gives Bale a look on first. Comes set, the 0-1 pitch, and there goes Bale to second. Scully swung on that one. The throw down to second is in time. Zach Bale cannot believe it. He thought he beat out the throw. That was a great throw by the catcher there, Shane Prey, to get the stealing Zach Bale. So with two outs in an 0-2 count as Logan Scully swung on that pitch, we still have Espinal on third base, but Scully's kind of in a bit of a pickle now, down 0-2, and only one runner on. The pitch, and that one's going to get Scully swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dylan Morehouse as he picks up the fourth strikeout of the night. No runs come in. 3 runs are out. We're going to make our way to the top of the fourth. We'll be back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. We are back here for the top of the fourth. Leading off for the Finger Lakes Lakers is going to be Alan Michael Lafroy. The pitch on the way from the pitcher is a ball. The pitch on the way from Wachowski is taken for a ball. We've got a 2-0 count as Hottie's going to check on the home plate umpires. That one hit his leg. 2-0 count, 3-0 ball game. Lakers have been no hit through 3. Doubledays have 4 hits. The pitch on the way from Wachowski is taken for a ball. We've got a 3-0 count. The 3-0 on the way, and there's ball 4. So the Lakers have a runner on first base with no outs. 4 straight balls from Wachowski. And that's going to bring up for the Lakers Devin Robson, the first baseman. He's dealing with no one out and 1 runner on. Inching his way off first is Lafroy. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be hit first base side, but foul towards the Finger Lakers dugout. 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch, and that one is taken for a ball. 1-1 count. Wachowski comes set. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be hit to the shortstop, Espinal. He gloves it cleanly. The throw to second is not in time, though. It was bobbled off of the second baseman, Anthony Piazza's glove. And that's going to be an error on Fernando Espinal, who could not glove that one cleanly and could not make a good throw to Piazza on second. So still no hits from the Lakers as that one was ruled an error. Got runners on first and second with no outs, and that's going to bring up Brennan Smith, the right fielder, cleanup batter. The pitch on the way, and that one is a ball. Great stop by Alfred Hottie. 1-0 count. And that pitch is taken for a ball from the righty Smith. We've got a 2-0 count. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a ball. We've got 3 balls and no strikes. Steve LaRose is out there. This might be it for Wachowski if he walks him. And that one is taken for a strike. We've got a 3-1 count. We have pitcher stretching in the Doubledays bullpen. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a ball. Bases loaded, no outs. 2 walks given up so far by Wachowski. He's in a bit of a jam with bases loaded and no outs, and that's going to bring up Ryan Johnson, the DH, who hit to Piazza for a 4-3 putout in his last at-bat in the top of the second. Runners off their bags. Wachowski comes set the pitch, and that one's going to be ripped into right field, but stay foul. 0-1 count to the righty Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson, the player coach, goes by RJ. He comes from Stanley, New York. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit into right field. A base hit for the Lakers, their first of the night. 1 run comes in. Another one's going to come in, and that's a double by Ryan Johnson that scores 2 runs. We've got a 3-2 ball game. Lakers put runners on the board. And with runners on second and third, Steve LaRose is going to make his way out to the mound, and that's going to be it for Connor Wachowski's night. The runs came in off of a double by Ryan Johnson. All the Doubledays fielders out there telling Wachowski did a good job, and LaRose is going to make the call to the bullpen. We'll be back as the relief pitcher warms up. So we've got a pitching change here in the top of the 4th inning. Pitching now is Anthony DeAngelis for the Auburn Doubledays. 2 runs were given up by Connor Wachowski. We've got a 3-2 ball game. Doubledays still up, only by 1 though. We've got no outs. Runners are on second and third, and that's going to bring up Duran Kowalski, the second baseman. The pitch on the way, and that is a ball. One 0 count. The pitch on the way, and that is a ball. The 2-0, and that one's going to be hit shortly, third base side, but foul. Two and 1 count, half of a full count to the lefty Kowalski. Doubledays defense has no outs here in the top of the 4th. DeAngelis looking to get the first out here. Two balls, 1 strike. 2-1 on the way, and that one's going to be belted, but popped up. Running over that is Fernando Espinal, who makes the grab. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. That's going to retire Duran Kowalski. And with 1 out, 2 runners on, Jacob Thomas is due up to the plate. The pitch, and that's a breaking ball that just misses the zone. 1-0 count. The 1-0, and that is low for ball 2. Two-0, and that is taken for a ball. 3-0 count. The 3-0, and that is inside for ball 4. So Jacob Thomas is going to pick up a walk, and that's going to bring up the catcher Shane Prey. Bases are loaded with 1 out. The pitch, and that one's going to be belted towards left field, but stay foul. That one was ripped on by the catcher Shane Prey. Got an 0-1 count to the righty Prey. The 0-1, and that's a breaking ball that is way high. We've got a 1-1 count. The 1-1, and that one's going to be hit to the third baseman. Alex Sandell flips to the second, and then the throw to first is in time. A 5-4-3 put out to retire the Lakers. A great double play by Alex Sandell, and then a great throw from Anthony Piazza to retire the Finger Lakes batters. So with 3 outs, that's going to be it here in the top of the 4th. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the 4th. Finger Lakes pick up 2 runs in the top of the 4th and their first hit of the game. The double by Ryan Johnson that scored 2. We're going to be back for the Doubledays at-bats in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be back. We're back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Time is 8:15. Due up for the Auburn Doubledays for the bottom of the 4th inning. is the left fielder, Ryan Grundy. The pitch on the way, and that is going to be ripped into right field for a base hit. Grundy's going to round first base. He's going to make his way towards second as that one was dumped in right field. A base hit for Ryan Grundy, and show off your double celebration, Ryan Grundy. 5 hits for the game for the Auburn Doubledays. Only 1 hit needed by Grundy to put one into play. What a hit there by Ryan Grundy to hit one in between the right center field gap. Brennan Smith bobbled that one into right field. That's why he was able to go to second base. So with no outs, got a runner on second base. That's going to bring up Alex Sandell. That pitch is taken for a strike. We've got an 0-1 count with no outs. The pitch, and that one is inside for ball 1. One count. The pitch on the way, and that was going to be fouled back our way. The count is 1-2. One-two count. Sandell calls time. Gives him a few extra swings before the next pitch is thrown. Morehouse is going to come set. Give Grundy a look off second. The pitch on the way, and that one is outside for ball 2. 2-2 count. No outs, runner on second base. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and that one's going to be popped up to center field. Running underneath that is Barton Brookmiller, and he gets the out. The throw to third is not going to be in time. Great catch by Barton Brookmiller, but that one's going to move around. Ryan Grundy to third base. We do have 1 out, though, in the bottom of the 4th. With 1 out, Grundy on third. That's going to bring up Anthony Piazza, the 8th batter in the Doubledays lineup. Second baseman looking to score Grundy here. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a strike, 0-1 count. The pitch on the way, and that one is low for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Morehouse comes set. The pitch, and there goes Grundy to home, and he pops that one up, and that is an out into right field. The throw to home is going to keep Grundy at third base as Anthony Piazza pops up to right field for an easy out, easy grab by Brennan Smith. So with 2 outs, that is going to bring up Skylar Mays, the center fielder for the Auburn Doubledays. The pitch on the way, and that is outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. The pitch on the way, and that is swung on and missed. We've got a 1-1 count. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit to the second baseman for the Doubledays, Kowalski, and it drops in front of him, but he throws to the first for the 3rd out in the bottom of the 4th. So a runner is left stranded. No runs come in. 3-2 ball game We'll be back for the 5th inning on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. We're back here for the top of the 5th inning, 3-2 ball game. Doubledays up by 1. Excuse me. On the mound for the Doubledays is Anthony DeAngelo still. Leading off for the Lakers is number 13, the 9th batter, Nick Camacho, the EH. That pitch was dropped in the zone for strike 1. The pitch on the way, and that one is going to be taken for ball 1. We've got a 1-1 count. Breaking ball comes in at low 60s by Anthony DeAngelis. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be taken for a ball. We've got a 2-1 count with no outs. The 2-1, and that is taken for a strike. We've got a 2-2 count. The pitch, and that is way inside. We've got a 3-2 count, as that one almost clips Camacho. He had to step out of the batter's box to avoid that one. Full count. The pitch on the way, and that is low in the turf for ball 4. We've got a runner on first base in the top of the 5th. That's going to bring up the last batter, Barton Bookmiller. And he's going to lay down a bunt, but does not pull back in time. We've got a 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. DeAngelis up 0-1. The pitch on the way, and that one is fouled third base side. So DeAngelis is up 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way, and that one swung in and whiffed. A strikeout for Anthony DeAngelis as he gets Barton Bookmiller swinging. That is the first strikeout of the night for Anthony DeAngelis. And with 1 out and 1 runner on, that is going to bring up Nate Hall as the lineup flips over. The left fielder looking to move around Nick Camacho. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be hit to the second baseman, Piazza. Flips to the second for the out. The throw to first is not in time. So instead of a double play, we've got 1 out on the throw from Piazza to Espinal to get the runner out at second. That's going to retire Camacho at second base. a fielder's choice hit for Nate Hall. We've got 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning, and that's going to bring up Alan Michael Lafrosse. The throwback to first is not in time to try to get Nate Hall sleeping on the first base path. Hall inches his way off first, and he goes to second. The throw to second is in time. A great throw by Alfred Hottie. He knew it right away. He was running back to the dugout. What a great play by the catcher there to get the stealing Nate Hall out. That's the 3rd out here in the top of the 5th. What a great play there. Words. What a great play there by the catcher to get the stealing Nate Hall out. We're going to make our way to the bottom of the 5th inning on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. We are back here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Alfred Hottie up to the plate. We had the dizzy bat race in between that inning. That was an entertaining watch. The time is almost 8:30. Lights are on. Starting to get dark on a beautiful 4th of July night. Doubledays up 3-2. They're looking for some more insurance runs here. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to clip Alfred Hottie right in the back. Let's hope that he's all right. And Dylan Morehouse plugs Alfred Hottie right in the back with one pitch. And with a runner on, that might be it for Dylan Morehouse's night. As the assistant coach for the Finger Lakes Lakers makes his way to the mound. On deck for the Doubledays is Ethan Fulton, the leadoff batter. But it looks like Dylan Morehouse is going to stay in fact. So the lineup will flip over. No pitching change here in the bottom of the 5th. One runner on. 3-2 ball game. Doubledays up. Ethan Fulton looking for a base hit here. Hottie's off of first base, looking like he might steal the pitch. And that is taken for a ball. We've got a 1-0 count. Hottie off of first. And there he goes to second. That one's going to be hit to the second baseman, Kowalski. The throw to first is in time to retire Ethan Fulton. Great heads-up play there by the runner, Alfred Hottie, to steal second base and get ahead of the hit to avoid a double play. But we do have one out as Fulton was retired at first base. That's going to bring up Fernando Espinal with a runner in scoring position and one out. Doubledays could use some insurance runs here, so a base hit by Espinal would score one. The pitch, and that's going to be hit to the shortstop, Lafrosse. The throw to first is in time to get Espinal, but he does move around the runner, Alfred Hottie, to third base. As we've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That is going to bring up Gabe Sanders, the right fielder, with a runner on third base. Morehouse comes set. The pitch on the way, and that is outside for ball one. The pitch on the way, and that is sorted on. Field umpire says he did in fact go, so we've got a 1-1 count with 2 outs. The pitch, and that one is swung on and whiffed. We've got a 1-2 count. Morehouse gets ahead in the count. Sanders looks to stay alive here on this next pitch and score the catcher on third base, Alfred Hody. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Morehouse comes set. The pitch, and that is outside for ball 3. We've got a pinch hit change for the Auburn Doubledays. Pinch hitting on deck is Avery Dozy. His dad threw out the first pitch tonight for the Doubledays. He spiked it in the dirt. But it was a good hard throw, so good throw, Mr. Dozy. Got a 3-2 count. The pitch, and that one is swung on and whiff. There is the 5th strikeout of the night for Dylan Morehouse to retire Gabe Sanders. That is 3 outs in the bottom of the 5th. We're going to make our way to the top of the 6th. 3-2 ball game. Doubledays are up by 1. We'll be right back on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. We've got a pitching change here in the top of the 6th inning. Now pitching now for the Auburn Doubledays is number 35, Juan Perez. He's from Harlem, New York, and attends Cayuga CC. The pitch on the way from Perez is taken for a strike. On the plate for the Lakers is number 18, Alan Michael Lafrosse. That next pitch is taken for a strike. We've got an 0-2 count as Perez gets ahead. He's looking for a strikeout here. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be popped up first base side and out of play. So Lafrosse stays alive. Perez looking for a strikeout ahead, 0-2. What can he do? The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a ball. We've got a 1-2 count with no outs. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one is inside for ball 2. Apologize, but the camera just died. The pitch from Perez, and that one's going to be hit to the shortstop, Espinal. The throw to first is in time. What a great throw by Fernando Espinal to retire Alan Michael Lafrosse. We've got one out here in the top of the 6th. And of course the camera had to die on a great throw by Espinal. So with one out, that's going to bring up Devin Robson, the first baseman, and that's going to be hit to Alex Handel. The throw to first is in time for the second out here in the top of the 6th inning. A great throw from Alex Sandell. We've got 2 outs. Juan Perez comes set the pitch, and that is taken for a strike from Brennan Smith. And that one's going to be hit shortly to Fernando Espinal. The throw to first is way off the bag, and the runner, Brennan Smith, is going to be safe. The throw was way wild from Fernando Espinal. So we've got a runner on first base with 2 outs. That is going to bring up Ryan Johnson, who picked up the only hit of the night so far for the Lakers. In the 4th inning, the pitch on the way is taken for a ball. Juan Perez looking sharp so far, only giving up ground ball hits. Doubledays defense has 2 errors. That's Fernando Espinal himself. Next pitch is taken for a ball. Espinal had a great throw over to first to pick up the first out. Then bobbled the throw and threw the runner, or threw the first baseman, Avery Dozie, off the bag. Throw over to first is not in time to try and get Brennan Smith. Espinal has looked sharp defensively tonight, just one bad throw so far in the game. The pitch, and that is outside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes as Perez gets behind in the count. The pitch, and that is ball 4 to Ryan Johnson. We've got runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Perez is going to get some regrip with the rosin bag. He seems a little frustrated with himself for giving up a walk, but he's going to be all right as he's going to give up a base hit here, though, to the batter, Jaran Kowalski. 1 run will come in, though, but the throw to home is in time to get the runner. What a great throw in from the right fielder, Gabe Sanders, to get the runner out. And was someone just tossed? It looks like Brennan Smith is arguing with the home plate umpire. He might have just been tossed from the game. And that might be it for Brennan Smith's night if he was ejected. So that's it here in the top of the 6th inning. We'll find out more about Brennan Smith as we make our way to the bottom of the 6th inning. A great throw by Gabe Sanders as a run was coming in, but no runs did come in on the board. We still have a 3-2 ball game. Doubledays are up by 1. We'll be back for the Doubledays at-bats in the bottom of the 6th inning on your Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel. We are back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off is the pinch batter, Avery Dozie. He's pinch batting for Zach Bale. We also have a pitching change. Pitching now for the Finger Lakes Lakers is Patrick Shuron. He's from Henrietta, New York. And that is, in fact, it for Brendan Smith's night. He was thrown out of the game when he tried to round home. Home plate umpire kicked him out of the game. So he did make his way towards the Lakers clubhouse. We've got a new fielder out in right field. That is Jesus Rodriguez Ramos, as that pitch is taken for a strike. 1-1 count. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be hit to the shortstop and bounce over his glove. That's going to be a base hit for Avery Dozie off of an error from the shortstop, Michael LaFrosse, as it bounces off of his glove into left field. So with a runner on first base, that's going to bring up Logan Scully, the DH. No outs, 1 runner on. Dozie off of first base. The pitch, and there goes Dozie to second. The throw is not in time and way high to try to get the runner. That pitch was, in fact, called a strike, though, as Avery Dozie shows off his wheels to acquire a stolen bag. 0-1 count with no outs. Lakers defense has 2 errors on the night. They are tied with the Doubledays defense for 2 errors. Dozie inching his way off second. The pitch, but that is going to be a no-throw pitch, as stepping off the mound is Patrick Shuron. No throw, though, to second, as that pitch is a ball. We've got a 1-1 count. Dozie dancing around on second. It's getting the attention of Shuron. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be swung on and missed. We've got a 1-2 count. So with a 1-2 count, let's see what Logan Scully can do. Shuron giving Dozie a look. He's going to step off, but no throw to second. The 1-2 pitch, and that one's going to be popped up but out of play. Still a 1-2 count to the righty Logan Scully. Fireworks in the distance. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be swung on and drilled to center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Rounding third is Avery Dozie, and rounding second base is Logan Scully. A stand-up triple for Logan Scully to score Avery Dozie. What a blast into center field as it gets past the glove of Barton Bookmiller. That's 6 hits on the night for the Auburn Doubledays. We've got a 4-2 ball game. Doubledays winning this one, up 2 runs now on a stand-up triple from Logan Scully. So with a runner on third, that's going to bring up Ryan Grundy. No outs. He's looking to pick up another run, more insurance run for the Doubledays, and that one is outside for ball 1. We've got a 1-0 count. Off of third is Scully. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be hit first base side, but foul. So we've got a 1-0 count. The 1-1 pitch on the way, and that is outside for ball 2. Half of a full count to the lefty Ryan Grundy, who's looking to score Logan Scully on third base. And Sherron's going to step off the mound, take some time in between his next pitch. The 2-1 on the way, and that one's going to be hit shortly. Third base side, running over is Jacob Thomas. The throw to first is not in time. A base hit RBI for Ryan Grundy to score Logan Scully on third base. We've got a 5-2 ball game. Doubledays winning this one. No outs in the bottom of the 6th. 2 runs have came in for the Auburn Doubledays. Off of first already for the Doubledays is Ryan Grundy. Alex Sandell due up to the plate. The pitch on the way, and that is taken for a ball. My buddy Nick here at the Auburn Doubledays just gave me a hot dog. What better way to celebrate the 4th of July with a hot dog? So thank you, Nick, as that throwback to first is not in time. A beautiful 4th of July night. The time is 8:50. We've gotten through 5 full innings in 8 hours and 50 minutes. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Inching his way off of first base is Grundy. Sandell up to the plate. The throw over to first is not in time again. Grundy is only inching his way off the bag. He's not really running. Got a 1-0 count to the righty Sandell. And there goes Grundy to second. The throw is not in time as the throw pulls Lafrosse away from the bag to try to catch Grundy stealing. We've got a 1-1 count. Sandell still up to the plate. One ball, one strike. The pitch on the way, and that is outside for ball 2. Half of a full count to the righty Sandell, who's looking to score the runner in scoring position. Sherron's going to get some new signs from his catcher. Take some time in between this next pitch. Give Grundy a look on second. 1 look, 2 looks, 3 looks. The pitch on the way, and that one falls for a strike. 2-2 count. Let's see what Sandell can do down 2-2. He steps back up to the plate. Four looks from Sharon. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be belted, but popped up to center field. Underneath that is Bookmiller. He makes the grab, and Grundy will not tag up. We have one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-2 ball game. Anthony Piazza is due up to the plate. The second baseman is looking to score Grundy on second base. Doubledays have looked excellent tonight with runners in scoring position. As that ball is going to be tossed to the bat boy for the Auburn Doubledays from the home plate umpire. Huron's going to come set, give Grundy a look. The pitch on the way, and that one is going to be taken for a ball. That one was well inside to Piazza. He did almost swing at it, though, but he held up. 1-0 count with one out. And there goes Grundy the third, but that one is going to be popped up to the second baseman, who makes the grab. The throw to second is not in time to try to get Grundy. He did not tag up, so that would have been the third out, but instead we have 2 outs. Great catch by Jaron Kowalski, but the throw was not in time. So we've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That is going to bring up for the Auburn Doubledays, for the Auburn Doubledays, Skylar Mays, the 9th batter. That pitch finds the zone to the righty Skylar Mays. We've got an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Grundy off of second. And Sharon's going to step off to try to keep Grundy from stealing. Mays makes his way back to the plate. He's down 0-1, looking to score Grundy here. That pitch is going to be taken for a ball. We've got a 1-1 count with 2 outs. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Grundy off of second. The pitch, and that is taken for a strike. We've got a 1-2 count. Ron comes set, gives Grundy a look. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one is swung on and missed. There's another strikeout for Patrick Sharon as he catches Skylar Mays swinging. 2 runs do come in the bottom of the 6th. And we're going to make our way to the top of the 7th inning. This could be the last inning of the game, unless the Lakers get 3 runs to tie it. This is an exhibition game because the Lakers are non-league. So this is only a 7-inning game. We'll be right back for the top of the 7th. I'm going to take a bite of my hot dog. We've got a pitching change here in the top of the 7th. Now pitching is number 30, Dalton Groves. He's looking to pick up the win and shut out the Finger Lakes Lakers. 5-2 ball game. Doubledays are up. They scored 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Groves comes set the pitch, and that is a ball. Due up for the Lakers is the third baseman, Jacob Thomas. Looking to pick things up for the Lakers. The pitch, and that is taken for a strike. We've got a 1-1 count with no outs. The 1-1 pitch. And that is going to be ripped into right field for a base hit for Jacob Thomas. He's going to round first. Running over that was Gabe Sanders. The throw to second is going to be not in time. A stand-up double for Jacob Thomas to get things going for the Lakers in the top of the 7th. And with no outs, 1 on, that's going to bring up Shane Prey, the catcher. He's got a runner in scoring position. Groves is going to come set, give Thomas a look on second. The pitch, and that is a ball. One 0 count. The pitch from Groves, and that one's going to be ripped into right field, but stay right of the first base foul side and stay out of play. We've got a 1-1 count with no outs. One ball, one strike. Groves looking to pick up a strikeout here against the righty Prey. Thomas off second, the pitch, and that one is low for ball 2. We've got half of a full count to the righty Prey. The 2-1, and that one's going to be belted but out of play. 2-2 count. Two balls, two strikes. Dalton Groves looking for a strikeout here. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be hit into shallow right field. Running underneath that is Fernando Espinal, and he makes the grab for the first putout in the top of the 7th. Thomas is still on second base, and that's going to bring up Nick Camacho, the EH, with 1 out. Camacho obviously looking to not get out here to stay alive for the Lakers. Groves comes set the pitch, and that is taken for a strike. A 1 count with 1 out. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a strike. We've got an 0-2 count to the righty Camacho. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Groves looking for a strikeout. And Camacho is going to call time, get a few extra swings. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch, and that one is taken for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way from Groves, and that one is swung on and whiffed. And the catcher, Alfred Hottie, is going to tag out Camacho for the second out. A strikeout for Dalton Groves. And with 2 outs, that's going to bring up Barton Bookmiller, the center fielder. That pitch finds the zone. The Doubledays are 1 out away from victory. Lakers have a runner in scoring position on second base. Groves looking to get a save here. The pitch on the way, and that one's going to be belted first base side, but foul. Two outs, 0-2 count. Let's see what Groves can do ahead in the count. He's looking for a strikeout here to retire Bookmiller, the last batter in the Lakers lineup. A strikeout here would be his second of the night, and the Doubledays would win. The 0-2 pitch, and that one's going to be hit right back to Groves, but going to center field for a base hit. The throw is coming in from Mays, and it is going to get away from Alfred Hottie. A base hit from Barton Bookmiller to keep the Finger Lakes Lakers alive with 2 outs, and that also scores a run. And on second base is Barton Bookmiller. He got to second on the wild throw from Mays that ricocheted off of the glove of Alfred Hottie. So it is a 5-3 ball game. Lakers pick up 1 run. The pitch, and that is outside for ball 1. Bookmiller on second. Up to the plate is Nate Hall, the left fielder for the Lakers. He's up in the count, 1-0 with 2 outs, looking to keep the Lakers alive. The pitch on the way, and that one is taken for a strike. We've got a 1-1 count. One and one. Groves looking to throw another strike here. Get ahead in the count, 1-2. The pitch, and that one's going to be hit shortly to the first baseman, Avery Dozy. Running over is Groves. He steps on the bag for the third out, and the Doubledays win the exhibition game against the Finger Lake Lakers. It ended up being a close game in the end, but Dalton Groves is going to pick up the save. He ended with a strikeout. A great pitching outing from Jack Walters. He got 4 strikeouts on the night, and a great hit by Zach Bill, a double that scores a couple of runs. And as you can see, the last person in the Doubledays lineup is Brandon Hofstreiser. He's unfortunately done for the season on the collision the other day. So let's hope that Hofstreiser can recover quickly, and he's out there with the team celebrating the win. A great win by the Auburn Doubledays on a beautiful 4th of July night. Fireworks will be this Saturday, so stay tuned for those as the Doubledays win this exhibition game against the Finger Lakes Lakers 5-3. I'm Evan Carocchio. Thanks for listening. The Doubledays play tomorrow at home. We'll be right back for that game tomorrow on the Auburn Doubledays YouTube channel.